B flag on Euphrates is on a patch of high ground that gives you total visibility of the entire map. It allows you to sit up there, spawn trap, rack up a massive lead until the enemy team just disconnects and goes to a new lobby. Domination is a staple of Call of Duty. Everybody has played it at some time, and it's always normally the second most populated game mode right behind TDM. The whole point of Dom is to hold at least 2 of the 3 flags for as long as possible. 1 flag on each spawn side and then 1 in the middle. You know the drill. But not all B flags are created equal, my friends, and some of them were so ridiculously hard to cap that you have to wonder if the devs actually play tested them. What is up, everybody? Chaos here. Welcome to the COD History Series powered by Scuff Gaming. If you get anything from Scuff, whether it be apparel, anything, accessories, your dream controller, use promo code Chaos and let me know if you do. Link is at the top of the description. And today, we are going to be doing a revised list of the 10 hardest B flags to capture in COD history. Drop a like, make sure those notifications are turned on, all of them, YouTube and channel notifications, and away we go. Kicking things off is Ardennes Forest in Call of Duty World War II. Now, this is one of the first maps that we saw with the COD World War II offerings. It was shown off in the multiplayer trailer, and it was featured in the beta. So by the time the full game came out, we were already good and sick and tired of it, right? It was a decent map for TDM, but in objective modes, Ardennes Forest was widely hated because of the spawns, and that heavily contributed to why it made today's list. Rather than being in the dead center of the map, the B flag was instead over on the side, perched up on a patch of high ground. Not only was it crappy to try and take, but spawn trapping on this map was so easy that whoever captured B first, they basically won the match. Now, I'm sure you all know that little bridge leading out of the spawn that people would just camp with their sniper rifles. So the B flag itself wasn't that painful, but it gets a spot today due to the terrible spawns and how they would treat you if you ended up losing the B flag first. Almost every domination match was a blowout on this map. At number 9, Hunted in Black Ops 3. Now, Black Ops 3, I'd say it had pretty average maps for the most part. Sometimes it seemed like Treyarch designed each map to play really well with certain modes. Not all of them, but certain ones. And this led to certain maps being excellent for certain modes, but then just awful for others. Hunted was one of the most recognizable maps in the game, thanks to its bright colors, its cool environment, but it got a ton of negative attention for how bad it played in Domination. The B flag on Hunted was so unfair that it made Dom painfully unfun. I mean, it did. It was plopped right in the middle of the map in an area surrounded by high ground with 0 cover. So if you were going to try to jump on the point, you were going to get jumped on from 10 different angles. Plus, due to how big Hunted was as a map, the spawns weren't exactly friendly to people trying to get to B in a reasonable amount of time. So if you tried to take B, your teammates wouldn't be able to come help you very quickly, and then you failed, and it would completely be cleared out by the time you got back there. It was a horrible cycle. Hunted was a great map for certain modes, but Domination wasn't one of them. At number 8, Shipment in COD 4. One of the, if not the most polarizing maps in COD history. For 2 reasons: size and extremely fast pace. It debuted in COD 4, and it's returned a couple times over the years and has remained the go-to map for salty 1v1s and high XP domination matches. Now, B flag on Shipment was plopped right in the middle of the map, and due to the super small size and the hectic spawns, getting to B in one piece on its own, it was impossible. You had to sit on the flag, stay alive for 10 seconds while everybody charged your location, spamming shotguns, SMGs, grenades, C4, whatever it was, I don't even know. And then even if you fought them all off, they're probably running martyrdom to clean you up. Then you had to worry about the people spraying LMGs through the walls that you couldn't even see. Then you had to worry about the people firing noob tubes and RPGs from alleyways. Taking B flag on Shipment was a nightmare, and it's definitely one of the hardest in COD history. At number 7, St. Petrograd in Modern Warfare 2019. Now, generally speaking, if the B flag is surrounded by high ground, it's bad news. Now, this map is somewhat polarizing if you ask me. Many people agree it's one of the better 6v6 maps, but that doesn't exactly make it a good map, if you know what I'm saying. B flag on Petrograd is overlooked by 2 two-story buildings with 2 windows each, and it's in between 2 alleyways that people can charge from, and there's a ton of doors. I mean, there's doors and windows everywhere. It makes a total of 8 directions that you could get shot from while trying to cap this flag for your team. Modern Warfare's map design has been criticized quite a bit for this very reason, but Petrograd puts it out on a focused display during Domination, which can get really frustrating for objective players. But if you're still playing Modern Warfare right now, you let me know in the comment section. What maps do you actually like playing Domination on? Next up is Rust in Modern Warfare 2. Of course, crazy fast-paced to say the least. It's a little bigger than Shipment, and it has additional verticality, but the pace is still high. B flag here is tucked underneath the main structure in the middle, but don't go thinking that means it's cover. Grenade throws can reach B from literally anywhere on the map, and if you try to take it while someone is on top, it's pretty much an automatic lights out. So given how abundant noob tube spammers were on Rust in Modern Warfare 2, B flag was pretty much impossible to take, and not a whole lot has changed in Modern Warfare 2019, although instead of noob tubes, now it's thermites and C4. But then again, let's be real. Nobody actually plays the objective on Rust. They're going for kill streaks and high XP games. So sure, B flag may be next to impossible to capture by yourself, but if you're playing Rust for the objective, well, you're probably doing it wrong. At number 5, Slums in Black Ops 2. I love this map. I mean, I think everybody does, but have you ever thought of how unfair the B flag placement is? The B flag on Slums was plopped in the middle of the map with 0 cover and 50 angles you could get shot from. It was in a fight zone. It was a pretty interesting map on its own. It made use of the 3-lane design, but with this huge arena in the middle that people used as their fight club. It was a fan favorite map. It was fast paced. But if you were playing domination, you were going to have a rough time taking B due to the lack of cover, and that fast pace, and the abundance of routes people could take to get you. They could come from the left, the right, the middle lane, the room next to you. They could lob some C4 over the wall. They could chuck grenades from their spawn. The list goes on and on. Slums was a great map, but B flag was a nightmare. At number 4. Bog in COD 4. Fan favorite map. Why did you stream this? Anyway, it's pretty well balanced, right? No, it's not. In Deathmatch and Headquarters, it's cool. But in Domination, it's not. It was on this little hill of dirt in the middle of the map. Meaning if you tried to take it, every single person on the map could see you and start spamming grenades or sniper shots. Taking B on Bog, it was not a clean operation. You had to clean out a whole bunch of enemies, get your buddies together, and all push the flag at once and take it as quickly as possible, then run away. If you took it on your own, well, that's impossible. It didn't work. Now, I love Bog. It's super nostalgic for a lot of old school COD players, but Domination here was pretty rough due to that flag placement. At number 3, Gustav cannon in COD World War II, one of the biggest jokes of a map in COD history. Seriously, I think Sledgehammer made it as a troll map. They did. The ridiculous size, the terrible spawns, a completely unbalanced game flow. B flag was, of course, on a patch of high ground that gave you total visibility of the entire map, and there were only 2 ways up, which made it super easy to lock the whole area down even by yourself. If you had a sniper, you could just run up to B, spawn trap on your own, racking up a giant lead before the enemy team could even think about contesting you. The map was a nightmare in every game mode, but Domination was a blowout every single time due to this B flag placement. I'm still convinced, like I said, this entire map was a troll by Sledgehammer. There's no way they approved this thinking it was balanced. At number 2, Euphrates Bridge in Modern Warfare 2019. Now, Gustav Cannon 2.0 was one of the launch maps in Modern Warfare, and it plays in both 6v6 and 10v10. However, it's painfully slow and one-sided in both of those modes. The size, the spawns, it just equals terrible, terrible things. Once a team takes B flag on Euphrates Bridge, it's game over. Just like Gustav Cannon. B flag on Euphrates is on a patch of high ground that gives you total visibility of the entire map. It allows you to sit up there, spawn trap, rack up a massive lead until the enemy team just disconnects and goes to a new lobby. Now, Modern Warfare has made a lot of improvements over the months, but the spawns unfortunately have not gotten much better. And what sucks the most about Euphrates, it could have been a fun map if the spawns were actually decent. I don't know, why do we always spawn in the same corner of the map every single time? It's so hard to flip this map, and it is huge. And at number 1, there was no doubt. Bloc in COD 4. Hands down the hardest B flag in COD history. One of the slowest maps in COD 4 due to its size and abundance of buildings and windows for people to camp. And the B flag, well, it's plopped right in the middle of the map, completely surrounded by dark windows with no cover. This meant if you were going to go for that flag, it was literally impossible to know where people were going to attack you from. You just had to dive headfirst on the flag and pray nobody was paying attention to you. Domination on Bloc often went to the time limit with nobody capping the B flag at all. Or other times, it would be a total blowout because the first person or first team to get the B flag, well, guess what? Winner, winner, chicken dinner. There were no close games on Bloc. Only blowouts or time limits. And for that, I give it the number 1 spot on today's list. Argue all you want, but I am not going to change my mind on this matter. There you go. Those are some of the toughest B flags in COD history. If there was one that deserved to be on this list that didn't make the list, you guys let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed, drop a like, make sure you're subscribed, check out one of those videos on the screen, and I'll see you soon.